How are you doing? In this video, we're going to talk about the layers panel. Come on. Now the layers panel is this panel right here. You can tell it by the layer here. If you don't have it, you can find it up on Windows and go check for layer right there. See that? It's gone now. I'm going to bring it back. Go back to layer. Where is it? Layer, like that. Right now the layers could be found here depending on your workspace. It's still a layers, it's still a layers panel. It doesn't matter where it is, still layers panel, right? So the basics of it is that whatever is on top of the layers, however the layers are stacked, whatever's on top is going to be on top here. Whatever's in the bottom is going to be on bottom here, right? Great. Now before we even get there, let me tell you there are different kinds of layers, right? Over here you see there's an artboard layer. This is the artboard, the whole artboard, but it's also a layer, right? Great. Unlike the other layers, it's not going to be on the bottom just because it's in the bottom, right? No, it's going to be on top because it nests everything. Does that make sense? Right. Now, there are different kind of layers, like you have text layer. Like if you put text here, there is the text right there. And you see here, now I have a layer that is a text layer, right? If I have a shape, right? We create a shape. That would be a shape, right? Let's fill it up. Right. That would be, sorry. That would be a shape layer. You see that? Yes, it can keep going and keep going and keep going. You can even put an image in there, like I don't know. Let's put an image. Let's put this one, right? It's gonna be a layer, right? So everything that you see here gotta have some sort of a layer, right? So you can know which one is on top, which one is in the bottom. Right now you see this image. This image is on top of everything because the layer is on top. If I take it, put it below, now the layer is below. That's how basically the layers work, right? Right. Now, down here, let me show you something. Down here, we have the styles or the effects, right? Now, the effects don't identify as layers, right? But they are in the layers. Why? Because they affect the layer, right? So they cannot be part of layers if they are just affecting the layer, right? Let's say I want to affect this layer, the picture. Let me put it on top so you can see it. If I want to affect this picture, I'm gonna, let's say, put a stroke on it, and it's gonna have a stroke. See that? That's a stroke. I'm gonna make it bigger. Now it has a stroke, right? Over here, you see this is not a layer per se, it's just an attachment, right, of this effect, right? Now, whether there's something on top or in the bottom, it doesn't matter because these are just part of this layer, right? So when I move this layer, it moves with its own attachments, right? Right. I can also close these attachments, right? We call them layer. Layer styles. Yes, we call them layer styles, right? So I can close the layer styles here and I can open them here, right? You see this FX here? It symbolizes that we have layer styles in the layer, right? Right. And over here we have, again, it's not a layer, it's a mask, right? It affects the layer, right? Now let's use another layer. Let's use this shape right here, right? Come up here and you click, and now this shape has a mask, right? As you can see, the mask is next to the layer, is not below the layer, right? So it goes with the layer. Again, you can pick it up like that. It goes with the layer, but it's a mask, right? So now I can do whatever I do with the mask. I can, I don't know, erase the mask like so. Whatever I want to do, it affects the layer, right? Right. Over here, we have the adjustments layer. Now, these ones are layers, okay? But these ones are called adjustment layers, right? If I click here, I can pick any any adjustments here, right? I can do, okay, first of all, let me pick this image so you can see what I'm adjusting, right? Come over here and maybe I can do brightness and contrast, right? I want you to see something. Now, it's a layer, it's on top of everything, right? Of course, you cannot see what's going on because it's not just a solid layer, right? It's an adjustment layer. It adjusts whatever is below it, like these layers. So right now, if I go ahead and adjust the brightness like this, everything is gonna be brighter and everything is gonna be darker, right? Control Z, go back. Right, now if I wanna clip it here, right? I can clip this layer in this layer. In other words, I'm making this layer part of this layer, right? Everything that is here would happen here, right? I'm gonna do quickly because I'm not really teaching that now. So I'm just gonna randomly do it, right? So now this layer is clipped to this layer. Whatever I do now here would be just on that layer. As you can see, the brightness and the dim is only affecting that picture, right? I know you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. Control Z, go back. Right. There's another layer though called solid color, right? It just makes the whole thing, the whole canvas solid like that. And because it's on top, obviously it's gonna show, but if you put it below everything, it's gonna be below everything, right? Right. Now over here on this file icon is the group, right? This is how you group the layers, right? Let's say you want to group this layer and this layer, right? So what you're going to do is click Control to select multiple layers like that. And we can even include this one, okay? And then come down here and click this icon here. Now they are grouped, right? If you come down here on this arrow toggle, you will see them appearing here. If you close, you will close them. Now, all of these are part of one group, right? Make sense? Great. Over here on this plus is creating a new layer. Let's say you want to create a new layer. You create a new layer, but this layer doesn't have anything. So whether it's on top, on the bottom, or number 2, number 3, it doesn't matter because it doesn't have anything, right? But let me put something on it. Let me put like, what is this? A brush? Oh, I'm on a brush, yes. I'm gonna pick the brush opacity to 100% and I'm gonna pick a high contrast. Let me just do white, okay? And then you see now I am brushing over like that, right? Now I added something on the layer. That is why now the layer is on, or rather the brush is on top. But now if I take this layer, put it below, right? Now everything is below, right? I can put it number 2. It can still show number 2 only because this layer that is on top of this one is not overshadowing everything, right? But if I move it, take the move tool, but if I move it, which one is this? If I move it, of course it's not that one. If I move it like that, okay? If I move it, I can overshadow that other layer. You see that? You see that? Yes. Pretty sure that makes sense. Pretty basic, pretty classic, right? Right. Now, over here, oh, sorry, let me finish up here. Over here is the bin, right? Right here is when you want to delete any layer here, right? Let's say we want to delete this layer of the paint that we did, right? We can click and drag it down to the bin like that, let it go, and now the layer is deleted, right? Right. Now over here on this eye toggles right here is the visibility of the layers. When you click here, the whole group layer is not deleted. It's not deleted now, it's just not visible, right? If you want it back, you can click here, see it, the same as all other layers, right? Right. Now I know you heard about something called Smart Object, right? You're probably asking yourself, how do you do that? Right. If you want to make this layer a Smart Object, you right click on it, you'll get this menu and see right here, convert to Smart Object, right? Now it is a Smart Object layer, right? If you want to rasterize it, Again, click any, just choose the same one and come up here and rasterize layer, right? Yeah, I have a whole video talking about that, rasterize and smart object, what's the difference, blah, blah, blah. Go ahead and check out that video. Right. Now, just for adding just some bonuses on this video before I close, you can also put colors in this in these layers, right? In the next video, I'm going to talk about the channels. That's why I say channels, right? So you can put colors just to identify these layers quickly, right? Let's say I want to put a color on this layer, this group layer, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to right click again, go down. You see here, it says no color. You see here, it says red, orange, yellow, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do orange, right? You see now here it has orange. What about this one? What if I want to give this one green? I'm going to do green, see? So now I'm able to identify these layers like so, right? Even if I move it like this, still the color follows it like so, right? Yes. If you want to remove the color, you can come out down here and say disable color, or rather no color. Make sense? Right. Now over here on top, these are just settings working with the layers, all right? They put them here to access them quickly, right? So if you want to know everything here, I have videos. I have a video here called locks, right? Go check it out. Okay, I can click on that pop-up, click on that pop-up banner up there, click on that pop-up banner, and you see this video right here on how to use these locks and everything. And of course, I've already explained everything here in this channel. Go ahead and subscribe and you will see everything. Great. But in the next video, I'm going to talk about the channels panel. Stay tuned and I will see you in a scroll.